there on my back with Jesus by my side and the grass blades beneath my back and this beautiful, sturdy tree that is beautiful in all of its glory without its leaf, without its decorations, its adorations, right? Like none of that. It's still beautiful in its strength, in just that solid foundation. What a cool imagery for all of us to pull in, that we at our root core, we don't need all the things. They're fun and we're going to grow into them and we'll have different parts of our lives, but like it's okay to let go. And you are still who you are without X, Y, or Z in your life, without certain habits, certain people, certain thoughts, certain ways of doing things. You are still that core root, Jesus holding, laying in the grass, person soul.
Here's the deal. We're two moms and we popped babies out in our 40s. And it's hard. It was hard.
It's also the best thing that's ever happened to either one of us.
Yeah, but now we're moms in our 40s.
In our 40s.
With preschoolers. So let's talk about that.
Let's talk about it.
Let's bring the community together of women.
All the moms, 40, 20.
And also, like, let's just talk about, like, real shit. Real life, real women shit.
Yeah, real women shit. Let's do that.
Shit's hard. And also, it's funny. Life is funny.
Let me just pull my bush out of my bush.
Cheers.
Cheers. Unfiltered.
Because if you want a show, we're a shit show. We're here for you.
Yeah.
Guys, cheers. Cheers. Beers to beer zeros pre-surgery.
Beers, cheers to beers, boobs.
Cheers to beers. Remember how we're like, we're not going to do another episode until after Caley has her surgery, unless Megan comes over on a Saturday and we carve pumpkins and we say, hey, let's get on the mic real quick and let's talk to these guys about something.
Mm-hmm.
So
we did the latter.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
That's what happened.
We knew it was gonna, but we didn't know it was gonna. But we did.
You all knew. You're like, those girls are lying to us too. I just have to share. Welcome to Maturish Mamas, by the way.
Welcome.
We're
to
here.
Maturish Mamas. I'm Meg.
Yep, I'm Cal.
Hey.
So I'm wearing a shirt today that Megs gave me. If you can't be watching right now, if you can't be watching, that's your loss. Mm-hmm. It's flipping you off on my right titty, the one with the tumor titty's flipping you off, and the other one's just got a little heart nip on it, and it's the coolest shirt.
It's so cute.
I've never walked taller and like my shoulders back, and I strutted to the gym this morning. I'm like, check out my shirt. Everybody check out my shirt. Check out my shirt.
And you know what? It's so perfect because there's a few people who can pull shit off like that. You know what I mean? Like some people, that's not their vibe, and that's okay. They have a beautiful like ribbon or a hat, and that's beautiful. But when I saw it, I'm like, that's a Cal shirt.
So when I saw Jane at the gym, I ran in and she didn't even like look at my face. She's like, oh, sorry, I didn't notice it was you because I was just staring at that badass shirt for so long. She was just like, I love the shirt.
Oh.
Meanwhile, Megan is kicking it.
I got my cool shirt on today too. It says, hating hoes ain't happy and happy hoes ain't hating.
Boom. And then flipping yacht. We have full circle going on right here for you.
Yeah.
Megs, how's Johnny doing? Talk to us about that.
Yeah. So Johnny just had surgery yesterday. He had
her Johnny, not my Johnny.
Yep. My Johnny 2 Chains had his nose reconstructed from deviated septum and a collapsed side. So, and then he got his tonsils out. So he's hurting today. He's hurting, but I'm so proud of him for getting it done. Like that's something too that you know is going to be bad. Like everyone you run into is like, ooh, that hurts. That's the worst. I can't believe you're doing that when you're 40 years old. And he's just like, yeah.
I got strep throat once when I was 31 and I was like, this is the worst pain that I've ever been. It was just strep throat. Mm-hmm. It was just, just a little streppy.
Yeah. So he's doing good. We're keeping up on his meds. Like Sarah told us, which was like some of the best advice, like just keep up on your meds.
Because you think you're Superwoman or Superman. Yeah. And you're like, no, I'm good.
Or you're just tired.
Yeah.
Don't, like she said, her daughter, don't wake me up. And then we didn't. And then it was like, everyone was sorry.
Yeah.
So we got all his alarms set. He's got an alarm set for every 2 hours for every medication he has to take. I put every little medication on the alarm so he knows when it wakes up what to take. Because when you're like in this thing, because if you're new here, I have a 3-year-old.
Welcome. So she's not at home with him.
Yeah.
With Johnny. She's with a 3-year-old.
I'm with a 3-year-old. And then I'm also sleeping. We're sleeping in a separate bed so that nothing gets accidentally bonked, or the few minutes he gets of sleep, we don't interrupt those either.
Yeah.
So I just set him up with his own little med timer, and we slept in the other bed. So.
And even during the day though, Johnny's pretty self-sufficient. Like
he totally
different types of humans. And he's like, please don't, like, I don't want you waiting on me, which not from a space of like not caring or not wanting the love, just like, let me do my stuff.
Yeah.
Like, let me do it.
And I'll let you know when I need help. And
Yeah.
that's how he copes and feels comfortable, you
Yeah.
know? So, I get it. He was so happy when I came up and I'm like, okay, I got him his medication, his first round for the day. And then I was like, I'm going to take a shower, and then I'm going to take Augie, who also had an owie. So she's been cooped up for 2 weeks.
This is her dog.
She's a 2.5-year-old lab.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 weeks in the house, she is like, every night she's in our face like, rah, rah, rah. And I'm like, you can't go outside, dude. You can't. You cannot run. So we finally got her stitches out on Thursday. My aunt came over and held her down, and I took all her stitches
Oh my gosh. She took my stitch out. She took Augie's. She's like, you guys need a stitcher, stitch doctor.
Dr. Stitch remover. That's Dr. Stitch remover.
Dr. Stitch remover.
And then, so we were like, dude, it's the the perfect storm timing that always happens for us. Cheers.
Cheers. We do it right.
Beautiful day in October here in Colorado. And none of us had carved our pumpkins that we've had for weeks. And it was like, why don't you bring the kids over, carve pumpkins, the dogs play, the kids play, the mamas play.
Yep. And I get a little pre-surgery kickback, and Johnny gets a little post-surgery quietness.
Yeah, for sure.
So there's all of that. Good job, Megs. I'm proud of you. Nurse Megs, she's holding it together for us. I woke up this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, I can feel me mostis. Her heart's like, it's heavy right now. And just knowing, we talked about it in the last one, but just, trying to take care of all of your people. And it's just a lot. So we thank you. We love you so much.
I told you last time, it's my honor. It really is. Yesterday at the hospital, I was telling Cal that it's a different space to be in when you have two of your favorite people in the whole world are going to go. You preemptively know that they're going to go through something that's hard and painful. And so like preparing for that and feeling that, I was at the hospital with Johnny for his surgery, and it was a few hours we were there at the hospital. And all I kept doing was going into my gratitudes like we talk about, because so I kept saying how grateful I am that I'm healthy. My body is healthy and able to help the people that I love. Also, my mind is probably the most healthy it's been in a really long time, that I can handle taking on the pressure of being there for both of you, because I want to be there for both of you. So I'm so grateful that my mind has been kind of like
Nurtured.
swept out of all the dusty, dirty things that were kind of yucky sticking around in there. And I've come to this place where my mind is healthy. And then I'm just so grateful that I have two people that I love so much in this world, that I want to care for them and help them. And I have, and not just, it's not just me, it's all of these people, even people since Johnny's surgery that I would have never expected to reach out or say, hey, how's he? It's all coming out. And it's like, how beautiful that I'm so grateful that people love us and that we have so many people to love too, because I know that that's not always the case for people, So, just keeping in trying to keep into that mindset and cry when I need to. Because sometimes you do. Yeah. And get that out. And then I was like in the hospital crying. Always. So, I know, because and hospitals just have a certain energy that you do feel a little bit of heaviness there. But I brought my book because I'm like, when do I ever get to read for like more than one chapter at a time? Yeah. So I brought my book and I was just sitting there reading, and then the book is kind of heavy too.
Double whammy. Perfect.
Bad idea. Yeah. So I'm like literally like right by the front door, because it's so beautiful. There's a big window. There's like a garden out there, and the sun was shining in. So I'm like, this is perfect. So everyone walking in is like seeing me crying. Like they're like, oh man, that's all.
I wonder what's happening for her right now.
But it was great. It was just what I needed.
When Megs came home, we were trying to figure out if we were going to go trunk or treating last night. And she's like, I'm pretty tired. And I was just like, wow. Like if you have not experienced a hospital tiredness, weariness, that, it's like that emotional exhaustion plus all of the energy in the hospital. If you don't really wrap yourself up tight in this like energetic boundary to push everything away, it's just, it's a different type of tired. It's like, it's like fall into bed, my body sinks into bed sort of tired.
Yeah, it really is.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Crazy. I know. Well, good job, Megs. Round one is underway.
Yes.
It's not done. Round one is underway. Round two starts in 36 hours. Cheers to that.
Cheers to that.
So I went to yoga this morning. I'm gonna like just toot my horn too, right? You remind us.
Let's do it. Let's toot horns.
Yep. So
Hey, let's just acknowledge before you say that. It is okay to toot your own horn.
Oh my gosh.
Please start tooting your own horn.
If you're where like you can comment, like let's hear a toot toot.
Toot toot.
This something.
Please.
Because
we love it.
Yeah.
It's not what you've been made to think it is. Toot toot.
Yeah. Acknowledgement of how you're growing is so cool. And you're sweeping your mind. And I'm just thinking about like all of the different things I've done over the last full month. Like this is the first crisis that I've got to prepare for. Like I feel like most crises in our lives, it's like everything changes this moment. You don't get any chance. And although that made the waiting hard, we talked about the magic being in the middle of the waiting. Also, it's given me this opportunity to pour into myself and really say yes to certain things that I want, like 2 trips to Mexico. Like that feels kind of weird and interesting. And I wouldn't normally do that or honor ourselves with that or figure out finances to make that happen. But we just did, you know? And then over this last week, I had this amazing hair release ceremony where I removed trauma from my body. Somebody offered me a facial and I was like, I'm not going to say no. Like, yes, absolutely. I got my
photo shoot.
Yes, I did a photo shoot. I got myself a pedicure. Yeah. And on top of those, just like self-care items, I've just been really diving into intentional, even more so than usual, gratitude practice like you were talking about, and mindset and meditation. So this morning it was like, okay, like it's my last 2 days here. Maybe I just won't go to yoga. And I was like, you deserve to go to yoga. Like you deserve to go and lay down in your yin class and hold a position for 3 to 6 minutes. So like, this is crazy. And just go do that for yourself. So I put on my fuck you breast cancer shirt and I waltzed through the gym and laid there and started this practice. And when I got done, I messaged Megs and I was almost going to just tell her everything. And I was like, ooh, or we could just jump on the mics and I could tell you this vision that I had. Just
I can't
wait. So cool. So it's interesting, you guys. So when you're in yoga and or even just when you're trying to meditate, sometimes you're just trying to breathe in and out the words, the images, like let things float away like clouds or see them vanishing. And sometimes you just get to embrace the journey, like where your brain's still saying words, but it's taking you on a different type of quiet journey. So that's what this was. And I don't know how it kicks off or where you get there, but I got to lay down underneath this big, beautiful tree in the grass with Jesus. Mm-hmm. And it was like, already I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, okay, like, I'm just going to lay with him. And he's like, so you're in a position where your arms are over your head, but he had me put my hand down. So like my hand could hold his, right? So we're just like laying there together. And he's just talking to me without words, because you don't need words, right? And going over some different things, like, so like as we look up at this gorgeous, and I picture, you know, like all of the books and the movies where there's that one big tree with all of the different branches that are expanding. That's just, you know, totally phenomenal, right? But there's nothing else behind it. It's just this gorgeous, like empty scenery behind it.
Makes me think the tree of life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. There's your imagery. And so we're laying there together and he's holding my hand and he's just talking about how, like we're looking at the tree that's pretty barren of leaves. There's just a few different leaves on it, right? It's fall and we're releasing all of these different things. And he's like, let's watch as and I can't explain it. Like it was being explained to me in the image again, but it's like, we're watching as each leaf slowly falls from the branch, another part of me who I appreciate, who I acknowledged, who is nourished by my soul, that's falling away, and just giving gratitude for that little part of me that no longer is serving. And then, you know, with each piece, I was just going back into again, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me. And actually what was ending up working better was, please forgive me, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Because it was like, I'm not sorry for that part of my life, but that's just a form of clearing with each one of these things. Like, I'm sorry that because it's like, well, I have to go. You're setting me away. I'm falling from your tree. Like, I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you for everything you've done. I love you. And so we're watching the yellow leaves, the orange leaves, everything like fall down so peacefully. And you're in an hour-long class. Like this is happening for a while, right? And as they're coming down and God's just talking to me and supporting me in letting go, in releasing what I used to be in the old previous chapter of me. And then he's like, because this is what's next. And as each leaf goes away, the light behind the branches obviously gets brighter and brighter and brighter, because it's clearing a path for the light to shine down. And he's like, that's the light that's like coming down into you. So as that light was shining down, then it was going into the tree. So, well, actually before that, he's like, let's talk, like, he didn't say, let's talk about the foundation of the tree, but let's you and I talk about the foundation of the tree. Okay. So then the foundation of the tree is like, that's you, that sturdiness, that strength, that root. And all of those different branches are all the different ways you've grown and the lives that you've touched and the different like avenues that you've taken. Like that's your expansion from when you were just a little seedling to this huge, beautiful tree. And it's beautiful without the leaves. That I love that image of it.
It is, yeah.
It's just like this strong oak branch all over with this gorgeous light that's out, all over the place while we're grounded in the grass. And there's, I just can feel the grass below my shoulder blades. And you're just like, you're sinking into that ground and talking about the light piece. But then the light started to like shimmer up the tree. So now it's like this vibrating, like sparkly, iridescent.
Like it's entering the tree
from above though.
Okay.
So the light's going down and the whole thing, because he's like, that light, now you're able to like absorb all of light. Like you're ready, Cal, you're ready to take in all this light. And I always go back to Twilight and the vampires. You guys know how they sparkled when they were in the light. Like it's that type of like glistening, burn your eyes, like just beautiful, just sparkle or whatever it is. And actually before what happens next, one thing, because it was kind of going back and forth and circling, that we were acknowledging together, as remember, I'm still holding Jesus's hand laying in the grass, is he was talking about how like when you see this foundation in your growth, there's different things that hit your life. Like sometimes there's a windstorm. And those gusts of wind that kind of knock you back, it's knocking some of the leaves off. It's forcing you to release, And sometimes there's a dark storm, a hard storm where literally your foundation and your roots where you're stuck and those rest of those branches, everything that you've grown, they feel like they're being knocked to bits and pieces and it's freaking hard and it's difficult. And as it does, you're letting go of some of those pieces. You're shedding parts of you that no longer serve you. And the beauty of the releasing in and during storms was just so apparent during that time, So, just, I guess, again, seeing how you being the tree and how you do have those different times in your life, how that's okay. And it's part of it. And then back to where we're like, now I'm shining like the vampire tree and the light's coming in big. And then in my hair release ceremony, I think I had talked about how one of the things that I needed to work on or have the opportunity to work on is deep breathing. And as I breathe in, picture and visualize like my light going 6 feet out, which is really, it's difficult for me because when I breathe in, I want to fill with light. When I breathe out, I want to push light out. But instead breathing in where the light like goes right back out. And then as you breathe out, letting go of anything that's dark that doesn't serve you.
You know what's so crazy that I'm just putting together right now is after your hair release ceremony was that weekend, this week in Pilates, that's all we've been focusing on is breathing
in that exact breath way. Where she's having you pull up and breathe in your expansion
and expand and breathe it in.
I didn't think about that either. And pulling in, and it works. Like it's a hard way to breathe, but it's so fulfilling and it's so healthy. It's so positive.
Yeah, and it's purposeful. Yeah, it's a purposeful way of breathing because we're lucky that we don't have to think about that. But when you do, but when you do, it's amazing. So. Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's so true.
Yeah.
It's so true. So, now I'm intentionally using that breath work while I'm just kicking it with Jesus. Right. And I just started to see that light as I breathed in, like seeing it expand the 6 feet and then breathing out anything that was dark within my circle. But then I kept expanding the light for the next, I don't know how many minutes, but it's like it went out towards like to the top of the tree. Right. And then letting go of any of the dark that was around us in any space. And then it was going to like our city and then to Colorado and then to like, I don't know, it was like going in segments across the US as it was getting bigger and bigger. Wow. And so for maybe, 30, 40 breaths, this expansive light where I was working on pushing it out and just covering all of the people in my little world, my medium world and the world. And then with every breath out, focusing on releasing anything that's not serving me, us, them, you. And it just felt miraculous. And to be able to have however many minutes there were there on my back with Jesus by my side and the grass blades beneath my back and this beautiful, sturdy tree that is beautiful in all of its glory without its leaf, without its decorations, its adorations, right? Like none of that. It's still beautiful in its strength, in just that solid foundation. What a cool imagery for all of us to pull in that, we at our root core, we don't need all the things. They're fun and we're going to grow into them and we'll have different parts of our lives, but like, it's okay to let go. And you are still who you are without X, Y, or Z in your life, without certain habits, certain people, certain thoughts, certain ways of doing things. You are still that core root, Jesus holding, laying in the grass person soul.
Gosh, dang it, Cal. That is so beautiful. And what a beautiful thing that it's literally, I feel like Jesus is showing you, this is how I made you. All of that is extra. All of the things that you have that you fancy yourself up with, this is you. And you are beautiful and strong in the image that I made you because I made you to look like me. And then once that happens, that light shining down is going to help new growth. That brings new growth into your life. And if you can't shed those old things, then there's no room for new growth. So that is also beautiful. And then just to piggyback on your vision.
Yeah.
All I've been praying for lately for myself is because I'm hearing you say, like, you know, we breathe in the light and let out the darkness, or whatever your imagery is, breathe in the light and like push the other stuff out. All I've been asking for is to let God come into me so that whatever I say or do that comes out is God-like, or being careful, like the words that I say and the things that I do and the help that I'm giving, to make sure that that's coming in and then going out. And that's what I'm hearing is you saying is he's going in, the sparkle going into your tree, and you blowing that out with your breath is what is happening. Instead of you needing it right now to breathe it in, you're just pushing it out for the world. And that's just so amazing.
And that we're just in this, like, we're in this phase of our lives. And you guys, you might not be in the phase of light everybody up right now, but we're so blessed to be in it. And I see what our next chapter is.
Even the way that we've been saying that just hit too. We're just lighting everybody up.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
We're blowing light in your
light him up,
soul.
up, light him up. You guys needed the song right now, right? You're on fire.
This girl is on fire.
Makes doesn't know why I haven't been signed yet. By who? Which records? Somebody with Snoop.
Death Row.
And I was like, yeah, for sure. And then she said that maybe Snoop and I could partner up.
Yeah.
And we could
do a duet, a Snoopette.
A Snoopette. So our new nickname is called the Snoopettes.
If you need a white girl from Colorado to sing.
Yep.
Your background or a front round.
Yeah. If you have a voice modulator, I'm your gal. And if you want to pop on the show instead, that might be better for everybody.
Yeah. Come on, Snoop.
Snoopaloo. Bring your green hat. Does that get old, Snoop? Does it? Because it can't, right? It would never get old.
It wouldn't get old for me.
Not for me. Say it every time you see me. I love that. I love it.
And I'd actually buy a green hat and I'd bring it everywhere I was.
I might.
And I wouldn't wear it. I'd pull it out when someone said it.
Yep.
What? I got it.
In your back pocket, just baseball cap folded up.
Bring your green hat. Oh, I got it.
Snoop, do it. Do it, Snoop. Oh, geez. So, like, we're in this era of getting to light people up. And one thing that I caught myself being pulled back in, right? Because the negative or the harsh or the hard can like creep in. It's like,
oh, it does.
But so we're in this time and we're falling, we're shedding, and we're gonna have this new growth and this new light and all of this newness in this next chapter. And that chapter has to end too. And so I was talking to Jesus about that. And he was just like, well, this chapter is this is what I heard. Like, this chapter is a long chapter. It's like a couple decade long chapter of giving and serving and light. And the next one you're going to shed, but it's not going to be too hard to shed because you already know how and you know why and you know the power. So letting those things go is going to be with more ease because you've been through this. So if you guys,
So you don't need a storm.
yeah,
to
yeah,
shake ya.
exactly. Yeah. We don't have to, I can let go before the storm hits. I can be releasing things as, there's a,
Yeah.
and then just like, let's,
We can let that one
let's
go.
just let that one go. And I'm sorry, please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. And just like, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. I'm sorry, guys. It's just too serious right now.
It's not as perfectly the balance of both.
Of all of the things, but it was just so fucking cool.
What a beautiful connection you just had.
Yeah. And then I just got done. I was like, so this is a tip, hot tip for you guys. I was going to voice message. So you just like do voice memos back and forth. Like when I was trying to find her freaking coffee order this morning and I couldn't search for flat white anywhere because we do only white voice messages. I want to be like the hero and be like, I got your coffee, but I couldn't remember.
I mean, I'm surprised you remembered flat white, and that's tall flat white. That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I mean, I know tall, flat, white. Like I was like, well, that makes sense. But with cinnamon also.
Just
with
tell them, can I get a Caley with cinnamon?
Yeah.
Can I get a Caley with cinnamon steamed in, please? Thanks.
Starbucks, you hearing that? That's the new name of the drink, okay? Oh my gosh. But so you do a voice message and so I would have just done this probably rambling 7-minute voice message with all of this information on it. And then you hold down on it and you say, save as voice memo, and then you name it. So you have it forever because you can save it in the feed, but then you can't really find your voice messages in the feed.
No, unless you roll back.
Yeah. Roll back. So that's just a hot tip for you guys. Anyways. So if you go to the yin in the near future, just ask Jesus to join you.
Yeah.
Because he
Just
can
put your
be
hand out.
He can be in a lot of places. Just put your hand out.
I'll come and hold it for you.
He will. Oh,
That was so cool, Callie.
God,
Just
thank
that
you.
part alone.
Yeah.
That got me in the beginning. If you go back, you'll see my cry face.
And we're moving on now. We only have 35 hours and 42 minutes left.
That's
to be in complete joy before the next surgery.
Yep.
So, we got to go. We got to
Joy it up.
Yep. Let's go joy it up. Let's go breathe in some sunshine.
Let's go light them up.
Light them up. You guys, thanks for going on this Jesus journey, and thanks for waiting to hear the whole thing, Megs. Thanks. I love you.
I'm glad we waited. You're really good at that. Good job.
Yeah, she's not as good.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not good
I
at
have
that
something
at all.
for you. I don't want to tell you what it is, but also there's something for me. I got hats for all of us from Mexico. No, she did such a good job. Okay, one more thing, you guys. Little Miss Megs over here, she collected. So I had asked for rocks for this journey, which if you guys are like, what are you talking about? But we didn't need financial support, which I'm so blessed for during this piece. But people love to give and do. And so I was like, what if people painted me rocks? I have this little rock garden. That'd be so cool. And I was like, never took on, nobody ever wanted to do it. That's okay. I love everybody anyways. And then she comes over with all of these beautiful gifts and crafts and rocks and all the things. And you didn't say a thing except for dry shampoo.
Do you know how hard that was?
I know. You were
hard.
semi-avoiding me, but not.
I was.
Yeah.
I could tell there was a little bit of a disconnect because I had to not, I just wanted to. And then you'd be like, where did this pie come from? I'm like, I'll tell you later.
Don't ask about it. I want some of that dry shampoo. Don't buy it.
I know. Don't buy any yet. Wait till Thursday. I mean, it was hard. It was really hard, Cal.
Especially because I can also read your mind. Which,
I know.
Then it makes it even more difficult.
I know. And I'm sure that you thought there was something happening. There's something up with Megs. There's something up.
Yep.
But it
Something
wasn't.
squirrely.
Yeah. Oh, it was hard. And it was hard for me because I just want to tell you everything. And I was so excited. And I do want to just shout out to those people. The kindness of friends and family who have showed up is phenomenal. And then the kindness of the strangers, of these women.
Oh my gosh.
And men too. There were men who did it as well, but it was I was overwhelmed with gratitude for people I don't even know. And then I did get to personally meet some of these people, and it was instantly we hugged and we cried a little bit, and I sat down. Now I know all about Karen's granddaughter and all these things. And I'm like, oh, you want to have a play date? If she's up here, you call me. Okay. It's just really amazing. And I know that that's a sentiment to who you are, Cal. These people show up because of you. I could ask, and it could have been for anybody, but because it's you, that's why it all happened that way.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that so much. And I think I receive it fully because of me. And I hope, a part of me hopes that I am doing my best to support people in their ability to give and love and serve. And it doesn't have to be to me, to anyone, like anybody who's listened to any of our stuff. And they're like, you know what? I am just going to do something nice for someone today. Yeah.
And then people are out there.
Yeah.
And I think it's also really important to say that it's okay to ask for help too.
Yeah.
Because there are beautiful, wonderful, amazing, kind humans out there who will. And then they just need to know that you need it.
Yeah, for sure. And also the nicer that you are like in life, probably the more people who are going to show up for you, like not in an ornery sort of way to say that, but when you come from a kind space and you do your best to be kind, you'll see that people are kind right back. And then one other thing that I was thinking of, Megs, when you said that, is that if you're feeling challenged or down and out or about to go into a double mastectomy and you're trying to figure out your world, and like if there's anything, like there's this challenge, a leaf is falling, you're going through some sort of change, there's some wind, there's a storm, when you can help someone else during that time, it's so amazing. If you have the energy, sometimes you don't have any energy for that. And I've been there for years, but like just even this morning, I couldn't not go to the gym and get my new friend flowers. Like she just had to have some flowers.
Yeah.
And being able to serve and give, it lights you up inside. And it's not like you're giving to receive, but when you give, you will receive. So you should give to receive to yourself. And it's just an energy receiving. It's not like you want flowers back. You want that light to come whoop
totally
up in you.
Yeah. Yeah. And that can be all it is. Like you really don't have to just show up and be like, I'm going to save everything that you need. You can bring someone a flower.
Yeah.
One.
A
painted rock. I mean, whatever you have inside that feels that you are capable of giving, give that.
Yeah.
And that's going to be more than enough.
Yeah.
So
we love you guys.
Love your guts.
Love your guts.
Love your guts.
No
your butts.
matter what your
And goodbye, coconuts.
Let's say it together. We love your butts.
We
love your butts. Your guts.
Your guts. We're going to try one more time.
Okay.
We love your butts, your guts, and goodbye, coconuts. Cheers.
Bye, ladies. Cheers. Bye.
Thanks for joining, and don't forget to subscribe and, of course, share with your friends. Guys, that's how we impact more lives. All right, see you next time.
Did I ever tell you that my Uncle Bobby used to always call me coconut? Coconut.
Really?
I think maybe I mentioned that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when you said like coconut is me, I'm like, bye, coconut.
I know.
Oh.
And now Witten calls Caston coconut. And Caston calls himself coconut at home because Witten calls him coconut.
My goodness. You know, I think I might want to save.
So cute.
I might save coconuts for the new ones.
Oh, I like
You know, maybe these are just, because these are mama nuts.
Mama nuts.
That sounds wrong. I forgot to say that too.
Cashews.
I spent
Now they're like long and like kind of like droopy and curl around.
Rip. I forgot to say I did do like the whole first half of my yoga. I was just doing gratitude. So I did thank yous for every journey. Like I did thank you for my teenage boobies. Thank you for my 20-year-old boobies, for my when I got with John boobies, for every one of my breastfeeding cycles. So I just like acknowledged them. And then I did what you were mentioning, how I get to release everything that's like on my chest. And then I was like, okay, so now it's time for you to go. And I just like gather up any trauma that's anywhere in my body, because those
Stick 'em
babies,
in there.
They're about to be sent away. They're falling off that tree.
Oh, that's like
Boobies,
they're like
apples.
little bags of trauma that they can just. They're a little deflated, so that you could fill them up with
Fill
your
'em up.
trauma.
Talk about a trauma dump. I'm about to trauma dump all over your face. Bump, 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 bump.
I love that.
Anywho, so thanks for watching again one more time. Sorry about that. Love your guts.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep.
Just gonna keep all that in there.
Absolutely.
Coconut, coconut, coconut.